When people think of you, what do they think about? I'm Bill Snodgrass, and that is what we're talking about in this Snap Life episode. This is another episode in the ilk of what's on your tombstone, or how do you want to be remembered. In this case, it's how do you want to be thought of right now? When someone thinks about you, what is the first thing that comes to mind? How do they characterize you? Character is this collection of personal characteristics that makes perfect sense, that sort of sum up sort of the vector or the overall arc of your personhood and your life. In writing fiction, you always think about characterization, and you always think about what is this character like. And if the character is going to change from the beginning of the story to the end, that's called a character arc. We're all living on a character arc. At any given time, however, people can look at where you are and what you're doing, and they will make decisions about your character. Are you the kind of person who is always consistent and always does what they say? Are you the kind of person who is wishy-washy and changes their mind all the time? There are a lot of different characteristics. Is your word your bond? Does your word mean nothing? There's a lot of different types of character. There's a lot of different ways that people might view you. And that overall view is what most people say, well, he's a person of good character, or she's a person of great character, or low character. Now, there are people I know who are very fluid and very wishy-washy. There are also people I know who are set in their ways and rigid. These are just characteristics that you think about when you think of that person. Oh, they'll never change. They're always going to be that way. They're utterly unchangeable. They'll never make their mind up. They're wishy-washy. They're flighty. You can never get a solid decision out of that person. These are characters. What do you want people to think about? How do you want to be characterized? Now here's the walk away. Live in such a way that you project the type of behaviors that are consistent with the type of character with which you want to be associated. Be trustworthy. If you say you're going to do something, do that. Be reliable. Be dependable. If you're supposed to do something, do that. If you did something, be accountable for what you did. Do these things that say, this is the kind of person that I am. Or if you want to be thought of as being sketchy or shady, live like that. If you want to be sketchy, never tell anybody where you're going. Never tell anybody what you're doing. Be vague when someone asks you, hey, what's up? And you can just say, whatever. Be vague and sketchy, and people will think you're vague and sketchy. If you're dependable, reliable, and accountable, people will think you're dependable, reliable, and accountable. What do you want to be? How do you want to be remembered? Be those things, and people will characterize you as those things. I'm Bill Snodgrass, and that's it for this Snap Life episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, sign up for notifications, leave me a comment, question, or a suggestion. That is all for this one. I will see you in the next one.